and so much more. By the end of this, you'll be reaching for the remote to start streaming it right away. First off, let's set the stage. The Green Mile is a drama with elements of fantasy and mystery adapted from a novel by none other than the king of horror himself, Stephen King. But don't let that fool you, this isn't your typical scare fest. It's more about human emotions, redemption, and the complexities of life and death. Stephen King wrote the original story as a serial novel, published in 6 parts back in 1996. He drew inspiration from his own experiences and observations of the world, crafting a tale set in a prison during the Great Depression. King has always been a master at blending the supernatural with the everyday, and this story is a prime example of that. It's one of his most beloved works, and the film adaptation captures that essence beautifully. If you're a fan of King's other adaptations like The Shawshank Redemption or Stand By Me, you'll see familiar themes here, but with a unique twist that makes it stand out. Now, directing this epic is Frank Darabont, a filmmaker who's no stranger to turning King's words into cinematic gold. Darabont was born in France in 1959 to Hungarian parents who fled the country after the 1956 revolution. He moved to the U.S. as a kid and grew up in Los Angeles, where he fell in love with movies. Before The Green Mile, he directed The Shawshank Redemption in 1994, which was also based on a King story and became one of the most acclaimed films ever. Darabont has this incredible knack for handling prison dramas with sensitivity and depth. He wrote the screenplay for The Green Mile himself, staying true to the book while making it work on screen. His directing style is all about character development and atmosphere. He uses long takes and subtle lighting to build tension and emotion without relying on jump scares or over-the-top effects. Darabont once said in interviews that he wanted to make films that explore the human condition, and boy, does he deliver here. He assembled a top-notch crew to bring his vision to life, and the result is a film that feels both intimate and grand. Speaking of the crew, let's talk production. The Green Mile was produced by Castle Rock Entertainment in association with Darkwoods Productions and distributed by Warner Bros. Pictures. The budget was around $60 million, which was substantial for a drama in the late 90s, especially one without massive action sequences or CGI-heavy effects. A good chunk of that went into building authentic sets, like the detailed prison block that feels lived in and real. Filming took place primarily in Tennessee, with the Louisiana State Penitentiary standing in for the fictional Cold Mountain Penitentiary. They also shot scenes in North Carolina and California to capture the Depression-era South. Principal photography started in July 1998 and wrapped up by December that year, spanning about 5 months. Darabont and his team faced challenges like dealing with the summer heat in Tennessee, which added to the authenticity of the sweaty, oppressive atmosphere on screen. The production design by Terrence Marsh is phenomenal. He recreated the 1930s with meticulous detail, from the worn-out prison uniforms to the old-fashioned electric chair nicknamed Old Sparky. The art department sourced vintage props, including period-appropriate radios, furniture, and even the linoleum flooring that gives the Green Mile its name, referring to the lime green floor leading to the execution chamber. On the technical side, the cinematography is handled by David Tattersall, who's known for his work on Star Wars Episode I, The Phantom Menace around the same time. Tattersall used a Super 35 format to give the film a wide, epic scope while keeping the focus on close-ups that capture every nuance of the actor's expressions. The lighting is soft and naturalistic, with a lot of warm tones to evoke the era, but it shifts to cooler blues during more intense moments. Editing was done by Richard Francis Bruce, who cut the film